Hello, Internet. Here we are for another vintage cube draft, and I am eyeing this strip mine here. There's also a channel. Channel's probably the card that would lead to more wins, but I'm kind of wanting to take strip mine. I really like drafting strip mine decks, so given that I started with a strip mine, I think I'm just going to grab this Prismatic Vista. The decks that play strip mine tend to, well, every deck plays strip mine, and every deck plays Prismatic Vista. But the decks that really maximize on strip mine have things like Ramunap Excavator, Crucible of Worlds, Renin 6, and those really want fetch lands. So having, like, this is like a pick down that road, but also is just another card that's just kind of great in every deck. Same deal here. I'm just going to take another fetch land. Yeah. Okay, so what are we looking at here? It's an Omnath, but I don't think I'm going that crazy that I'm going to take a 4-colored card after first picking a colorless land. Maybe someday I'll try to do the Omnath dream here. I did it in a draft. I don't think I posted it, but I tried to draft Omnath in a strip mine deck, and it did not go well. I don't think I ended up posting that one because the deck was just a disaster. I couldn't draw any of my sources. I think I'm just gonna take Lotus Cobra here. There's also a Torrential Gearhulk, which is pretty strong, but I don't know. It's not hard to pick up good 6-drops. I'd rather have a Lotus Cobra. It's good acceleration. We also already have 2 fetch lands that it works really nicely with. Ooh, okay. I think here I want to take the Tireless Tracker. There's also Bayou, Blood Crypt, Wall of Roots, Boros Signet, Schadenport, that are all good cards and like worth considering, but I think ultimately like having 2 fetch lands makes me really like this Tireless Tracker. There was a Casualties of War we saw earlier, so I could take like the Bayou and try to play like some kind of green-black ramp deck. It's not an archetype that I think is very supported. I'm just going to take the card that's good in the deck I'm already drafting. Ooh, Sun Titan? There's a Temple Garden, which is probably what I'm, like, would want to pick up if I, we're doing the maximize wins things. But I love Sun Titan. It works with Strip Mine, too. You can, like, Sun Titan back your Strip Mine. Super sweet. Wow. Eternal Witness, Coalition Relic, and Llanowar Elves are all really good here. I might take the well, maybe it's just the elf. Having enough, like having a critical mass of mana dorks is just really important in ramp decks, and we might just be like a ramp deck that happens to have like a land destruction package in it. Some consideration to Coalition Relic because it does single-handedly cast this Sun Titan. You know, I'm going to take the Relic. We're going to take the Relic. Relic leaves me open to drafting a lot of colors. And I feel like if I take the Elf, there's a chance I end up just drafting like a more traditional like green ramp deck, which, while good at like winning, is not as fun as what I'm trying to do here. I think here I'm going to take the Godless Shrine. There's an Ancient Grudge that's worth considering. There's an Unexpectedly Absent that's solid. Godless Shrine's nice because I can find it with a Verdant, so it effectively turns this Verdant into a, kind of backdoors it into fixing here. Ooh. Elspeth Conquers Death, Nature's Claim, and Casualties of War are all interesting. Claim is just a cheap piece of artifact or enchantment removal. Elspeth Conquers Death seems pretty strong. I don't think we're going to have enough... Well, we have a Coalition Relic. Maybe we just take this Casualties of War. Just go big. It does destroy lands. Yeah, what the heck? We're having fun this draft. We'll take a Casualties of War. We have Coalition Relic. We have Verdant Catacombs. We have Lotus Cobra. We can make this work. We're going to draft Land Destruction. Obzon Land Destruction. Probably Maelstrom Pulse is what I want here. Just a really nice catch-all answer. I would consider the Mana Tithe, but I'm guessing white is going to be... Like, I'm not necessarily going to have white on turn 1 all the time. Ooh, Knight of the Reliquary. That can find me my Strip Mine. Alright, I'll take the Omnath. I don't think I'm playing it, but I'll take the Omnath. There's a chance. Mirari's Wake. Probably not. I'm going to take the responsible pick here. Just pick up a Wall of Roots. Ooh, Temple Garden. That's really nice. Like that. Flicker Wisp. We might run Flicker Wisp. I really like Flicker Wisp a lot. Okay, what are we looking at here? So an Armageddon. That's good if we end up with stuff like Ramunap Excavator, Crucible of Worlds, that kind of thing. Like a Solemn Simulacrum, which seems pretty good at just like ramping us into our big stuff. There's also a Courser of Crewfix. I might just take the Courser. We are getting a little bit choked on 3, so let's see. I'm probably not going to play the Flicker Wisp just because the mana is tight. I mean, Thoughtseize has got to be... Thoughtseize is really strong, but I'm not necessarily sold on playing black just yet, and if I do, it's probably going to be a little bit lighter. I'm going to take the Courser, I think? What is Sun Titan? Sun Titan can get back Courser, it can't get back a Solemn. I'm going to take the Courser. Avacyn's Pilgrim, that's great. Exactly what we need right there. Accelerates us, and ugh. I think I gotta take the Mana Crypt. There's a Ramunap Excavator here, but it's gotta be Mana Crypt, right? I mean, that's just too good to pass up. I would also really like this Sylvan Caryatid, but yeah, I'm just gonna take the Excavator. Or, I mean, the Mana Crypt, and hope to wheel the Excavator. Probably Wooded Foothills. Again, I like having a lot of fetch lands. Get it back with Sun Titan, finds me my Temple Garden, or... I guess at this point it's just Temple Garden, but... Okay. So... What are we taking here? There's an Elder Gargaroth, which is just like a generically strong card, like really nice to like ramp out with a Mana Crypt or something. There's also like Shambling Vent to help with my mana a little bit. Murderous Rider, but I want to try to minimize how much black I'm playing. There's an Everflowing Chalice. But that's a little bit awkward that it taps for colorless, just given how heavy my mana constraints are, and I already have this Mana Crypt that, like, I don't think I'm going to be hurting for colorless mana with how many pips I've got here. I think I might just take the Shambling Vent, honestly. You know, Shambling Vent will probably wheel. I'm going to take the Gargaroth, I think. See if I can wheel that Shambling Vent. So Ravages of War. I still don't have anything that gets lands back from the graveyard. I might wheel that Excavator, but I also might not. And Ravages is not generally great in this deck. Like, it's only good if I... Sorry, it's not great with the cards that I have currently in my pool. It would be good if I got the Ramunap Excavator and... or Crucible of Worlds, but I think here I might just take the Devoted Druid. There's also a Phyrexian Revoker. I'm just going to take the Druid. Ramp seems good. Revoker is a really nice one. Thragtusk? Actually, I'll probably just grab a Path to Exile here. Oh, this is like the opposite of land destruction, though. This is land construction. I'm giving them lands. I think I need to have. I don't have much like spot removal yet, and Thragtusk is like super replaceable. I mean, I guess it's kind of nice since I have like the mana crypt, but I already have Courser of Kruphix and Elder Gargaroth as incidental life gain. I'll grab the Arid Mesa here, I think. Just another fetch land, make my mana a little bit better. Ooh, we wield the Solemn. I like that a lot. Yeah, let's do that. Benevolent Bodyguard? Could this deck care about a Benevolent Bodyguard? Protects Tireless Tracker. I probably just take Skull Clamp. It's not great yet, but I might find some more stuff that I want to clamp away. I could also take Flame Tongue. I've got some... Okay, so I'm taking Flame Tongue. And the reason is I've got some incidental red. And if I find a Birthing Pod, I would really want a Flame Tongue. And I would probably play Birthing Pod in this deck. Okay, we wield the Excavator. That's great. Probably Survival of the Fittest. Seems pretty good. It's like a backup copy of Excavator, right? You could side in the Lyra against aggressive decks. So this Flame Tongue's not in the deck currently. That was just a hedge for if we found exactly Birthing Pod. I kind of like where this deck's at right now. It's a little bit awkward. Like, you do really want, like these decks are not, like, this is not a tier 1 deck. This is not probably, I'm not going to go 3-0 with this deck, even though this is a pretty good version of the deck. Just because you are expecting the game to go long, but also not playing a ton of card advantage, right? Which is just, like, oftentimes the control decks counter whatever you're doing, and the aggro decks can go under you. I'll take the Arbor Elf here. Oracle. Oracle's got to be great. Yeah, nothing else that I would consider taking over Oracle. So it's probably a Signet here over like a random Fraley. Oh, there's a Swords to Plowshares. Actually, I think I'm going to take the Swords to Plowshares. That's just a really, really good card. Great spot removal. Like, this is the only, like, spot removal spell that I like, really try to prioritize. Because all the other ones are, like, pretty interchangeable. Like, Oust versus Path to Exile versus Dismember versus Heartless Act. It's like, you'll put some number of those in your deck when you, like, just to have a way of interacting, but Swords to Plowshares is legitimately great. It exiles, it's 1 mana, it's instant speed, and all it does is gain them life, unlike Path to Exile, which gets them a land. Golos? Golos finds Strip Mine. We could Golos here. Yeah. Do we have... Okay, I'm going to look for the other colors for Golos as well. Wow, there's also Toxic Deluge. Deluge is just a great card, but I'm going to take Golos because it's fun. And it can find my Strip Mine. Help me live the dream. So, let's see. I've got white and black and green with covered with dual lands, and then I've got like fetches that can find other things, but I don't have... I'd really like to play, like, I don't really want to play like mountain or island in this deck currently. Oh, the Crucible. It's got to be Crucible, right? I mean, yeah, we're drafting the Strip Mine deck. I'm taking the Crucible. Okay, probably Elves of Deep Shadow here. Restoration Angel, Biogenic Ooze, Vindicate, all good, but I think You really just need a critical mass of one drops, like, to not get ran over. Like, if you want to be competitive, and like have your deck be functioning and like able to keep up with everything else that's happening, you really need a lot of one drops. I'm gonna take the Selesnya Signet here. Double on color Signet's nice. A little bit more ramp. So this is 23 plus my lands and the Mana Crypt. So I don't hate what I have right now. Like, I would be fine just hitting submit on this. Would love if I could backdoor into some more fixing. Like, if I could just find, like, a Stomping Ground and, I don't know, Breeding Pool or Botanical Sanctum or something, just to be able to activate the Golos if I need to. This is interesting. This is good. Just like an all-around solid card. But I'm already at playables, and Nissa is not significantly better than anything I already have in my deck. So I might just take the Faith's Fetters. Having some incidental life gain is really nice. Like, if nothing else, it's a sideboard card. I might just Faith's Fetters and take out the Maelstrom Pulse because it makes my mana a little bit better. Blooming Marsh. I think I like that better than a random Deranged Hermit. Yep. Looks like we're not going to get there on the Golos 5 color, but that's fine. It can still find our Strip Mine. And I guess we got a couple more picks. We could find... What could we find? We've got Lotus Cobra. So the dream is alive. We need a very specific... Oh, we also have Coalition Relic, actually. Never mind. Golos could activate sometimes, because we have two ways of finding our other stuff. Badlands? Yeah, Badlands helps with Golos. I don't think I need, like, a Banishing Light. I already have Faith's Fetters, and I have the Maelstrom Pulse in the sideboard, even if I needed more of that effect. So I'll just take the Badlands. Probably Freyalise. Although, am I even playing it? I'm probably not even playing her in this deck. Like, she's good, but she doesn't... Maybe I just take Linvala as a sideboard card? I kind of like that, actually. Freyalise is pretty good, but, like, I don't need more ramp after I've already at 5 mana. I'm going to take Linvala and just play it as a sideboard card. Grab the Elspeth, I guess. Wall of Omens? Opposition Agent? Probably Wall of Omens. I might play that. I'll have to look at what my curve is like after this. Shriekmaw is nice for matchups where I want more removal. I might not main deck it, but it is nice to have access to a Shriekmaw. Thing with Shriekmaw is the non-black, non-artifact does come up pretty often. So either you need to start it in the sideboard and be willing to bring it in aggressively, or like start it in the main deck and be willing to bring it out aggressively, because when you're playing against a black deck and you have a Shriekmaw in your hand, it's just really, really bad. Okay, so how is this on lands? So the only black card we're playing is Casualties of War. But I think that's fine. We can just, like, not put any swamps in our deck and try to cast it off of, like, free sources. We've got a lot of free black sources. And we have 2 cards that can be double fixers if we need. So I need to make 1 cut from this, it looks like. It could be the Path to Exile, because that gives them a land. We just, like, bring it in, maybe. Could also be like Wall of Omens, and we just bring it in if we're against an aggressive deck. Maybe I just do that. Wall of Omens is not like... Hmm. I guess I can start the Wall of Omens and just side it out aggressively. We do actually have a pretty real sideboard here. Sorry, Omnath. I don't think we got there on you. We don't have nearly enough red or blue fixing. If I had found like a breeding pool, I would consider Omnath. But I did not. Yeah, we got a really nice sideboard. Like, against aggressive decks, we have a Linvala, a Shriekmaw, another Path to Exile, a Maelstrom Pulse. We could even bring in, like, Flametongue Kavu if we want. If we play against a lot of artifacts and enchantments, we have Nahiri. We have Linvala against, like, Mono Green or something that's playing a lot of activated abilities. If our opponent is making tokens, we can, like, Flicker Wisp. Got a lot of sideboard options. All right, I'm just going to hit add basics. I don't think I'm going to play any swamps. So I'll probably just go up a green source and then see what we're at here. Okay, green sources. I have Arid Mesa Finds, Temple Garden, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 11's good. Like 11 green sources. White sources, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. That's fine, because we also have the Selesnya Signet and Lotus Cobra and Avacyn's Pilgrim. I didn't count the green fixers in the green count, because if we don't have green, then we can't, like, they don't, like, Arbor Elf does not really fix me for green, because I already had green if I cast it. It helps me cast double pip green cards, I guess, but... black, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... so 5 in our lands, 6 with Elves of Deep Shadow, 7 with Lotus Cobra. 8, 9, 10. 8, I guess. 9. I counted Coalition Relic twice there. Yeah, seems good. Let's run it. See you in round 1. Here we are for round 1 with our land destruction deck. I ended up actually swapping out the Wall of Omens in our deck for the Shriekmaw because I have Survival of the Fittest, and I figured this way Survival has a little bit more utility. It can find a removal spell for us. So, Prismatic Vista. We don't actually have any basic swamps in our deck because we didn't want to take the hit to our mana base just to open up the Vista and the Solemn to play or to find the lands. It is kind of biting us here, but like we're already playing, you know, Badlands, which is effectively a black land in most circumstances in our deck, just for Golos. It's possible we should be playing 1 swamp. Yeah. Okay. So we drew our Golos. That's nice. So next turn we're going to get to Solemn. And then turn after that we can Golos. Omnath! Alright, our opponent is Omnathing. I love it. I just love seeing this card get cast, no matter who does it. It's like, you really got to put in the work to be able to cast the card, and our opponent did, so more power to them. More power to them. What do I want to do here? Probably, like, Wooded Foothills for Badlands and Solemn Simulacrum. I think I like that. So we'll grab the Badlands. Go for a Solemn. Here I'll just grab a white, a Plains. And that's all we got. So next turn we can Golos to go find a strip mine. That's probably what we'll end up doing. We're not that close to getting there on Golos because we still need the other half of black or red, and then blue. So we need, I don't want to take one of the lands that gets us closer to that, the Godless Shrine, because we don't have a way of getting there on only lands. So if we're going to get up to Golos, it's going to be through, Finale of Devastation, okay. It's going to be through drawing a Lotus Cobra or a Coalition Relic, and both of those can, like, double fix us. So, not too worried. Oh my gosh! Are they going to strip mine us? They might. Do I just, like, block to draw a card here? I might. Oh, you know, I probably will actually get the Godless Shrine so that I can cast Casualties now that I think about it. I think I will just go ahead and block here. Wouldn't mind drawing a card. And the Solemn's not doing a ton on the battlefield anyways, so. Mana Crypt. Okay. Mana Crypt's a nice one. So Sun Titan. Ooh. Okay, maybe we're back on the getting strip mine plan. So we can Golos for strip mine. Let me think about this. So if we Golos for strip mine, then we can start Sun Titaning back strip mine to attack our opponent's lands. I kind of like that. I don't even have to play the Mana Crypt just yet. I could play it to just get Survival out, but I'm not activating Survival just yet, and then I'd start taking damage off of it, which I don't think I want to do. So let's just start with Golos and yeah, I'm gonna grab the strip mine. I want to start blowing up their lands with my Sun Titan here. Because next turn we can blow up 2 lands. So next turn we can blow up a land, Sun Titan, blow up another land. We do have to keep an eye on this Knight of the Reliquary. So if they have Knight untapped, then they can sacrifice a forest or plains in response to us targeting it. Okay, so they're probably getting a strip mine here, would be my guess. Although they could have just been playing Knight because they have Karakas, and that's a good thing to get. Okay, Polluted Delta. Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay. Because that gets their Omnath triggers. It's possible I wanted to go for this, for the Casualties of War, but I just, I love blowing up lands too much. I mean, yeah, Casualties probably would have been better because this Omnath is making, like, the combination of Omnath and Knight of the Reliquary is making a ton of mana. Okay, so they're going to get to blow up my Golos here. Sure, that's fine. Yeah, I think after this game, I'm going to look for a cut that I can do to get a basic swamp in the deck that can be fetched with Vista and Solemn Simulacrum. It might just mean playing one more land. I'll have to, like, do a kind of sources count on that. I'll take the hit from that. That's fine. Okay. Ooh, Face Fetters. That's a nice one. All right. So, how are we going to play this? Let's strip mine their Karakas, probably. Alternatively, we could just, like, hit their forests while the Knight of the Reliquary is tapped down. I don't hate that. Yeah, maybe I do. Well, I'm probably going to Face Fetters the Knight anyways. So, okay, so if I play Prismatic Vista and Mana Crypt, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So I don't have quite enough to Face Fetters and Sun Titan. But if I just strip mine one thing this turn, I could do that. So maybe I just, like, strip mine the Karakas. And Face Fetters the Knight. Yeah, let's do that. So, I'll start with the Mana Crypt. Play our Vista. Oh, shoot. Except this isn't going to work. Vista... We don't have any more basic planes in our deck. So, to play the Face Fetters... Okay, I can still do it, but I can't get back the Strip Mine this turn. I think that's fine. I don't think that's crucial that I get back the Strip Mine this turn. I can just get it next turn. I do really want to stop this combo that they've got going on with the Knight of the Reliquary, so... So I'm going to Sun Titan... Here, let me double check that or confirm that I am out of basics, or basic planes. Yeah. So, here we'll Sun Titan to get back our wooded foothills that can get us a Temple Garden. Which we'll have to shock in. A little bit painful. But we do gain 4 life off the Face Fetters, which is nice. Alright, so we shock in our Temple Garden. And we'll Face Fetters the Knight of the Reliquary. Which shuts down their Omnath combo. I mean, they still get to Polluted Delta next turn. So it doesn't, like, completely shut it down. But it does stop them from being able to, like, continuously generate that mana. And also helps make sure they're not going to get the last mode on it where they're dealing 4 to us. So next turn I'm probably going to Sun Titan back my Strip Mine. Okay, yeah, Field of Ruin, that's nice. That's pretty good against us, actually. Because I can hit the bad lands. We're going to be out of basics eventually here. And it does get them more Omnath triggers. So what am I going to survival... If I draw a creature that can survival the fittest, probably just get... Oh, nice. So they'll probably copy our Sun Titan here. Yeah, that's a good one. Wow, if I draw a Coalition Relic, it's so good. Casualties of War, I could blow up a land, Omnath, and their Sun Titan because it's technically still an artifact. Alright, the Caracas is nice. That lets them keep Omnathing. Like, they can return Omnath and then play it again to draw a card. Turn Timber Symbiosis. Okay. What you got? Primeval Titan. Okay, so my land destruction plan is not going great at the moment. It's not panning out quite the way we want it to. They have a lot of lands. Funnily enough, this is not the first, second, or third time that it's resolved, so it actually does nothing on Omnath, because those were the fourth and fifth times lands have entered for them. Okay. Alright, we're in a bit of trouble here. I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking great. Forest was not what I wanted to draw. So if I Sun Titan, I'm just getting back like a Strip Mine. It's not even that good. And I'm trading for their Sun Titan or Primeval Titan probably. Feels like I probably have to do it, right? Because I'm going to trade on defense up either way, and at least this way I get an attack trigger. I don't even know what I'm blowing up here. Caracas? Yeah, Sun Titan. The block with Sun Titan's annoying because that gets an artifact off the battlefield, so my casualties of War is a little worse, but I think I still got to attack there. So I could... Alright, I'm definitely going to play this. And then Strip Mine. I could hit the Stirring Wildwood. I could hit the Caracas. It's probably the Caracas. Yeah, I guess I'll hit the Caracas. Maybe it was supposed to be the Wildwood. Yikes. This Casualties is stretching our mana a little bit far here. We can see just how difficult it is to cast a double colored card like that. Yeah, I think I do really want to find a cut to bring in one more swamp. Alright, I think we're just dead here because they fire up the... Yeah. Alright. So... how are we going to sideboard? Okay, let's look at our options here. So... we have Path to Exile, Lyra, Flicker Wisp, Wall of Omens, Elspeth, Linvala. Even Flame Tongue's actually not bad because we have a Badlands that we can find with a few different ways, and it does deal with a lot of their stuff. So okay. They didn't seem to have a ton of removal, so Lyra might just be good against them. Path gets off the battlefield their Omnath, which is nice. Maybe I swap out. Face Fetter seems a little bit worse against them because it doesn't deal with the Omnath as well as I want it to. Plus, they also have Caracas, so anything legendary is just a lot worse to target with that. So maybe I bring out the Faith's Fetters. I want to add a Swamp. Let's do that. And then, did I want to find something that I could swap out for Lyra? Maybe Survival of the Fittest. Survival seems just a little bit awkward in this deck. Like, we don't have enough like, creatures that are really bad. Maybe I just shouldn't be running the survival. I don't know. At that point, Shriek Maw becomes a little bit worse, but... yeah. Lyra feels pretty good against them because we didn't see a ton of removal, and we saw just a lot of kind of dorky creatures that a 5/5 first strike lifelink lines up nicely against. Could also consider like a Maelstrom Pulse or Path to Exile. I think I'm just going to run it like this. Okay, I will play. Yeah, I think this is a turn 2 Elder Gargaroth, right? I play Blooming Marsh on 1, and then I play, like, Wooded Foothills, find whatever, and Mana Crypt. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I'm definitely keeping. I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah, I think this works. Turn 2 Elder Gargaroth has got to be pretty hard to beat, especially from a deck that we didn't see a ton of removal from. Here I will Wooded Foothills for a green-white land, Temple Garden. We are taking a lot, but... Elder Gargaroth? And next turn we can even Casualties of War them. We're probably not going to Casualties just a land, because we could just Strip Mine instead. Okay. So, let's go for the Strip Mine here. I'm going to hit the Inspiring Vantage, because it plays around Condemn. And I think I'll just draw cards with this Gargaroth. Ooh, Swords to Plowshares. That's nice. Yep. Say go. Okay, Wall of Roots. I'm not going to Casualties just a land away, I don't think. I'll just save the land destruction for if I hit something else. I'm going to make a Beast because that makes it lethal next turn. Guess I'll just play like Wall of Roots and say go. So balance would be pretty good here. Don't really want to see a balance. Other than that, I'm not too scared. Phyrexian Metamorph, yeah, that's fine. Because we can just Casualties of War. So we'll go Verdant. Go get a Badlands. Artifact and land. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think this is probably good how we have it. Could consider... I'm wondering if we want this Path to Exile over Lyra. Just because it seems like they've got some pretty high value targets to hit with this path. Yeah, you know, I think I am going to make that swap. Like, Lyra's hard for them to deal with, but it's not impossible because they have, like, the Metamorph and stuff, and it's not like an aggressive deck that a 5/5 lifelink just kind of... Like, against Mono Red, if you resolve a Lyra, you basically just win. Whereas their deck, it's like solid against them, but nothing special, and having a way of just getting like an Omnath or something off the board seems nice. Yeah. This hand's a little slow, but boy, once it gets going, it's good. I guess I'll keep. Yeah, I don't know. It's like right, pretty like on the edge there. Like turn 3 on the draw in Vintage Cube, there's a chance we just get run over. But we do have a pretty nice, like after turn 3, we're in pretty good shape. I'm gonna hang on to the Arid Mesa for now because I have a Tireless Tracker, so it can get us 2 clues in the future. Okay. Don't really care about the Pride Mage. I'm not going to worry about Shriek Mawing that. I'm not going to path it either. Yep. Take 3. Sure. Okay. Alright. So luckily for us, our opponent has also had a pretty slow draw, so it's worked out okay for us. So we get to Tireless Tracker here, and then next turn we things start to speed up for us. We can either Oracle and start getting lands off the top, or we can Solemn. I'll probably lead on the Oracle here. Not gonna block this. The Tireless Tracker is just worth more to me, I think. Felidar Retreat. Okay. Well, that'll die to a Casualties of War. So I'm going to Arid Mesa. And I'm going to get a Badlands. And gosh, do I want to... I probably just want to get this Oracle in play so I can start accruing card advantage that way. I think I like that. Okay, well, didn't hit on the Oracle this turn. You know, at this point, I might trade off the Tireless Tracker just because I think our opponent is, like, we're not really going to run out of gas anytime soon, and we're not going to get Tireless Tracker up into range where it's going to be able to just eat the Pride Mage. And now that we've already got, like, 2 clues out of it, we're in pretty good shape there. Okay, Polluted Delta's good. Knight of the Reliquary. Okay, I mean, this Felidar Retreat might be good for them. They might be able to just put a bunch of counters on everything. So I can't really block here, because now they could just eat my thing. I could double block, but that still only trades. Yee. And I'm trading like an Oracle for a Pride Mage at that point, which I don't think is a very good deal. Guess I just take it. I do have to keep an eye on my life total, though, because I am, like, this is taking a lot of damage here. Okay. Oof. Really wanted to hit a land there. So we could Solemn. I think I'll probably just lead on... I could, like, crack a clue? I'm not going to be able to get that Felidar Retreat off the board. I want to deal with this Knight of the Reliquary. So I could go like Signet plus Path to Exile and Shriekmaw, I think. I think that works. If I crack a clue, I really need to hit a land. I'm wishing I had traded off this Tireless Tracker earlier for that Pridemage. So if I Solemn, I get a shuffle, so I might be able to put a land back on top. Part of me just wants to, like, just cast some removal spells this turn. Like Signet, Path, the Knight of the Reliquary. Oh gosh, Pathing is not even that great, though, because they get to Felidar Retreat. Yeesh. Maybe I want to path my own thing. Like, path a Tireless Tracker after blocks. Eh. So, if I Selesnya Signet... this is bad. So I want to Shriekmaw the Knight of the Reliquary. That's definitely part of the plan. Whatever I'm doing, that's going to be included. So maybe I just, like, crack a clue. That gives me a look with the Tireless Tracker. Or, sorry, with the Oracle. And then I can Shriekmaw. Alright, let's try that. See how this works. Okay, so we hit our land. That's nice. Ooh, okay, I do like Swords to Plowshares. That's a good one to have on top. So I could crack another clue and then Swords the Knight. Or Selesnya Signet and Swords the Knight. I could also Shriekmaw the Knight of the Reliquary. So if I crack another clue, my tracker is even bigger, which is nice. I think I want to do that, because that also, I could still draw even another land here. So let's crack a clue. Okay. Crucible's not great, but... I'm just going to go ahead and Swords this now so they can't activate it. And we'll pass the turn. So we don't get to Casualties of War next turn, probably. It'll depend on if we are able to find a black source, but probably not. There aren't many that we could find. Okay. So, yeah, they make a cat here, and then on their turn they'll probably put counters on everything. I mean, that hits us for 6. It's a lot of damage. If they're attacking with everything, that is. Okay, they didn't choose to... Uh-oh. Is this a Primeval Titan, maybe? That would be pretty bad. Primeval Titan would be very bad. Finale X Forces, probably an Omnath, I would guess. Yeah. Okay, so they Omnath. Okay. All right. Well, this is okay. This is actually not the worst. We're okay. Well, having an elf on top there is not great. So I think here, I think I want to Solemn. We kind of want to get this thing off the board. Maybe I like Shriekmaw the Omnath, play a Wall of Roots. So I definitely want to Shriekmaw the Omnath. I could also crack a clue to get this Arbor Elf and maybe hit more lands. I could play my Crucible of Worlds. That way I could Arid Mesa. I kind of like that, actually. Because then I can get Casualties of War next turn. And I'm getting 2 lands out of my... Yeah, let's... Crucible of Worlds. Arid Mesa. Okay. Crack the Mesa. To go get a Godless Shrine that I think we just leave tapped. Okay. And I will play a Mesa. I'm not going to crack this one just yet anyways. I'm going to evoke the Shriekmaw to kill the Omnath. Okay. And depending on what they do, I might be able to Path to Exile one of their things. I'll probably end up chumping with this Oracle to not die next turn. But that's okay, because we've gotten our value out of the Oracle. Ooh, Field of Ruin's good. Yikes, that's really good. Because that gives them 2 landfall triggers. Oh, wow, I'm surprised they're not going tall yet. Going tall would be really hard for me to beat. So, okay, they do nothing. Destroying our Crucible. Okay, that's fine. I actually don't really care about that too much. I'm gonna sack this Mesa to get a Temple Garden tapped. Knight of the Reliquaries on top. Okay. So here I'm definitely going to lead on Casualties of War. So target artifact, creature, enchantment, land. So target an artifact, target a creature, target an enchantment, and target a land. they're going to Field of Ruin something. They're hitting our Badlands. Sure. Guess I'll grab a swamp still. I don't know. Ooh. Relic's kind of cool because that turns on our Golos. We have so many clues. Oh my gosh, this is just silly. Okay, I think I'm just gonna play Wall of Roots as another blocker here, just to try to keep us alive. Do have to keep an eye on our timer as well. That is a we have 4 minutes left. I'm feeling pretty good about this game now. I mean, there are still draws that they could have that could turn it around. But I think in general, they don't have, like, great attacks. Yeah, and we've got just infinite cards here. All right, so let's just get some lands. One land. Investigate. I'm going to go ahead and play out this Signet. Play a Golos. Golos is going to get us a Strip Mine. We investigate again. We can play a Coalition Relic. And we'll just say go. Okay. Excavator is nice for them. Lets them keep hitting their lands. I don't think I'm going to path that, though. Okay, so they're probably going to field our Strip Mine here, I would guess. Alright, I'm going to charge up this Relic. Okay, and I'm going to talk a little bit less here because I do need to actually speed up my game a bit. Okay, we can't do that. Yeah. I don't know, green, sure. Alright, let's Strip Mine to blow up their Caracas. Okay, and I'm gonna crack that to get my Sun Titan. Oh, oops. Okay. Start getting in because we do have to win in 2 minutes here, so kind of want to start dealing them some damage at some point. Yep. And we'll just say go. Leave up this Path to Exile or Coalition Relic charge. So we're strip mining 3 lands a turn here because we can Oracle back our... We can Oracle to get 2 land drops with this Crucible of Worlds going. And then... we can Sun Titan the strip mine back again. Something for 5 mana. Okay, what are they putting back? I can't tell. Oh, they're gaining life and getting a creature. Sure. Metamorph, sure. Hit for a bunch. Back the strip mine again. Okay. Sorry, not very entertaining, I know, to watch someone silently play, but I have 1 minute left and my opponent's at 28, so I really have to play very quickly here. Okay, so they're going to Metamorph, probably copy my Sun Titan, I would guess. Yep. Just going to go ahead and exile this now. Just going to hit their Sun Titan. If they want to get rid of my Crucible, that's fine, whatever. Whatever. I'm not going to worry about cracking these clues. This just takes too much time, or charging up the relic. It's all about the clock right now. Alright, I'm just passing. I'm just going to F6 for clock purposes. Pretty sure the only way I lose this game is timing out, so I'm just going to try to play really fast. Oh, I also might lose this game by running out of cards in my deck, because now I'm down to 2. Think I'm okay, but they did just charge up my Knight of the Reliquary a little bit more for me. Okay. attacks. I'm just gonna attack with everything. Get back my strip mine. Say okay. Yes, use the ability. Okay, put it on the stack. Investigate, sure. I'll just go ahead and strip mine their taiga, and now I can F6. Because they'll have to block my tireless tracker, I guess. Yeah. And I think this is lethal? Okay. Whew, 15 seconds. Ooh, close one. Opponent had some super fun stuff going on. They drafted a very similar deck to me, it looks like. Very focused on the lands. The Tireless Tracker, Felidar Retreat, Omnath. It's a very fun deck. It's hard to get it to come together and be effective. I tend to find that these decks that are playing Omnath don't tend to be very consistent, but theirs seem to work pretty well. I mean, I think we have a very good version of the lands deck, so it was I think these are like both two pretty good versions of this style of deck. So round 1 down, see folks in round 2. And here we are for round 2. I ended up making that change that I had been talking about with the survival of the fittest out for a swamp. Figured it would just make my deck a little bit more consistent, and the survival, like, I don't have, I'm definitely keeping this hand. I don't have anything that's, like, I'm, you know, super, you know, really wanting to find in particular that's like so much more high value than everything else, and I don't have a ton of like disposable creatures. Like survival I think is a little bit better when you're playing just like 10 mana elves or something like that. Maybe not literally 10, but a lot of mana elves. So here, I'm going to fetch out a forest so that I can just play out this excavator. And this way, next turn, I can start Prismatic Visting. Just playing lands from my graveyard all game. Seems nice. Do have to keep an eye on my life total. If I'm going to be fetching, that is painful. Mana Crypt is also painful. I have a Face Fetters, which can help offset that a little bit. I am going to be thinning my deck quite a bit, and hopefully drawing into some more gas, because this hand is very fast, but it doesn't do a ton. Like, I'm getting some card advantage off this Excavator. I would love to draw, like, a Tireless Tracker would be awesome. Oracle of Mul Daya would also be good. Okay, they're disenchanting. Yeah, that's fine. They waited till my upkeep so that I would have to take the damage from it. Clever play. Here I'll grab a swamp. I want to make sure that I'm able to get double black while I still can. Like, if my excavator dies, I want to make sure that I have double black for Casualties of War, because that's the hardest for me to get. Like, I have a lot more ways of finding white. And I think the only double white card I have is the Sun Titan. Okay, O-Ring. Yep, so that'll probably hit my excavator, I would guess. Which is fine. Not too concerned about that. Like, I mean, I'm not getting cards for free, but I am... I do still have the Courser of Kruphix, which can do a very similar thing. And I think I'll play the Courser over the Solemn here. Solemn's nice once I have Courser out, because it can give me a shuffle if I have a non-land on top that I want to get rid of, or if I hit like 2 lands in a row or something. Next turn I'm going to get to Gargaroth, which seems really strong. I'm imagining that's going to be a pretty potent move. I mean, our opponent only has 3 lands in play currently, so they're going to have... They have 4 lands now. They'll have 4 lands versus an Elder Gargaroth. I mean, I like our odds there. But we'll see what they play. Okay. They decided they cannot beat that. So, versus mono white. Well, I don't necessarily know it was mono white. They didn't play any creatures in particular. Like, they didn't play any creatures, which makes me think that it could just be like a blue-white control deck that didn't hit its mana or something. I don't have a ton of information about what they're doing. I could consider, like, Nahiri, since she's good against O-Ring. I think I'll probably just run it back how I have it. I don't have a ton of information about what their deck is doing. And Nahiri stretches my mana even a little bit further than it already is. And the thing is like, once you're starting to go, like, 4 colors or something, then counting Arid Mesa as, like, all of my colors doesn't really work that way, just because it's not gonna find me all of my colors at the same time. Like, it's not a... Like, it can be any of my colors. I can get black, red, green, or white with it, but it can't get me both white and red, or green and black. So, it's, like, there is some cost to putting red cards in my deck. Oh, I have a Mana Crypt, yeah. It took me a second there. I was like, do I keep this? But yeah, I have a Mana Crypt. I definitely keep. This is going to be a turn 2 Golos. Turn 1, I can play Blooming Marsh. Mana Crypt Coalition Relic, and if they don't have a Disenchant, turn 2 I can play a Golos, find a Strip Mine, and we're kind of off to the races here. I could also get some more colored sources so that I could try to activate Golos, but I kind of like attacking my opponent's mana if they don't have anything else. Go ahead and play the Elves of Deep Shadow rather than charge up the Coalition Relic, just because this is permanent mana acceleration. There's also, like, if my opponent was going to blow up either Relic or Mana Crypt, I'm guessing they would choose to blow up the Relic, especially if I were charging it. Yeah, that was a pretty good turn 1. That's... Relic Warder. Yeah, that's good. So that'll probably hit the Relic, I would guess. Okay, they're going for the Mana Crypt to cut me off of, like, quantity of mana, which, yeah, makes sense. 1, 2, 3. So now I can't cast a Golos next turn, so that's pretty good. You can still cast Devoted Druid plus Arbor Elf. Ooh. Tireless Tracker is interesting, but I think I still like the Devoted Druid plus Arbor Elf plan here. This is a little awkward because I don't actually have a forest, so this Arbor Elf doesn't tap for mana yet. Which is not ideal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So next turn I could get a Golos. What would I even get with Golos? Strip Mine? We probably attack with the Warder, I would guess. Yeah. If I hit a land, I might not Golos. I might just Tireless Tracker, and like crack the clue or something. Having Tireless Tracker in play when I Golos gives me some extra value, because then I'm getting a card off of it as well. And I am kind of close to out of gas here, so... Okay, they're putting my Devoted Druid on top. That's good. I mean, they're successfully slowing me down quite a bit here. Guess I play Devoted Druid and charge up the Relic? I'll hit you for 1. Thing is, our opponent doesn't really have anything going on either. Like, they haven't... All they have right now is a 2/2. So it's not really... They're not really threatening us with a ton of pressure. They've had some good disruption, but... And we do have a Face Fetters for if they play something big. Yep, hitting us again for 2 with the Relic Warder. Sure. Ow. I'm thinking about whether I want to try to go for a Golos off of, like, to go for the Golos activated ability when I'm searching, like whether I'm getting a Strip Mine or if I just want to get like a land that helps me with Golos. And I don't know, it's tricky because land that helps me with Golos, ooh, yikes, Stoneforge, that's good. Like, Golos might not stay around forever because they've got a Disenchant that I already saw and an Oblivion Ring. Okay. So, maybe I... 1, 2, 3, 4... Probably just, like, play Signet plus tracker this turn, I think. Let's do this the right way, though. By ordering it this way, I can avoid having to tap my relic, so this way I can charge up my relic next turn. Or for next turn, rather. Okay. Really love to draw that second land at some point. Being stuck on one land is a little unfortunate. Especially now that I have this tireless tracker. Ugh. If I hit like a fetch land, that'd be great. So we'll see what my opponent gets with this Stoneforge Mystic. I mean, almost anything they could get is pretty scary. Oh, wow. Linval is actually really good here. Yeah. That's good. Shutting me down. So I could get back my Mana Crypt. How much do I really want that, though? I mean, getting back my Mana Crypt does allow me to Golos. But then I don't have a Tireless Tracker on the battlefield. I think I just take the hit here. Let's charge up the Relic. Come on, fetch land. Okay, regular land's not bad. Alright, so we go land. Then we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can Golos. Use Golos' ability. I might just grab a fetch land here. Like, I could take a strip mine, but my opponent's not really stuck on mana, and a fetch land gives me another clue for the Tireless Tracker. So I think I'd like that. Which fetch land? Probably the air, or maybe the Wooded Foothills. That's the one I would want in my graveyard the most. Do I have... Yeah, I've got my colors okay here. So I'm probably going to have to Faith's Fetters whatever equipment my opponent is finding with this Stoneforge. Would be my guess. Honor the Pure. Oof. Okay. I might just have to hit the Linvala then to just not die, like, next turn. My opponent almost, like, wants me to have this Mana Crypt at this point. Yeah. I have to take it. Ow. Whew. Stoneforge, yep. What you getting? Sword of Body and Mind. Okay. That's a pretty good one, because it gives protection from, like, my whole deck, almost. What would I like to draw? Casualties of War would be really good. Okay. Catacombs is not bad, because it's another fetch land. So... let's see. I can go 1, 2... Alright, let's... crack the Catacombs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the land I'm getting here. So let's go Badlands. Investigate. Wooded foothills. Just gonna grab a basic forest so I don't have to shock. Investigate. Crack a clue. Get a counter. Ooh, Courser's a nice one, but I think this turn we just have to face Fetters or we're gonna die, so... And, I mean, if they suit up the Relic Warder, I think I'm on, like, Chumping with Golos, which is not ideal, but it takes their whole turn. So, Casualties of War would be an absurd draw. Would love a Casualties of War, because they could blow up their Honor of the Pure, their sword, a land, and one of their creatures. So that would be the perfect draw. Sun Titan would also be pretty good. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I think I got a chump here. I don't really want to take a sword hit. Alright, let's find something good. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got access to 6 mana. Alright, I think I start with Courser. So I can gain some life and hit lands if I have them on top. I think I'll just play the plains from the top. Some consideration to Vista, because that can give me a shuffle. Let's do the plains from the top. Okay, so that's very good. So now I can crack a clue to draw that so it doesn't get milled when they hit me with the sword next turn. Okay. It's not too bad losing out on a Crucible. I mean, it'd be decent, but nothing like too special here. I could also crack a clue if I needed to, but I'm probably not going to do that just because if they, well, maybe I will. I could also charge up the Relic. Crucible does kind of effectively gain me a lot of life, which is going to be really useful this game, so maybe I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think I will draw. I'm never going to run out of lands in my graveyard. They might even hit my Strip Mine here. If they mill my Strip Mine, then that's kind of cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. They milled my Gargaroth, Oracle, Solemn, Excavator, Swords to Plowshares. Okay. Oh, they did hit my Strip Mine. Ooh, nice. Oh, all right. Game on. Sun Titan. Okay, well that's not too bad because we can kill that with our casualties of war. So, not too worried about Sun Titan here. Okay, so let's start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I gotta tap right though. Did I not tap the other thing? I tapped the Blooming Marsh for the wrong color. Okay, black, black. All right, there we go. Let's go destroy target artifact, creature, enchantment, and land. So artifact, creature, enchantment, and I guess I'll hit the plains. Okay. So now I think I'm just gonna play a Godless Shrine tapped and pass. Yeah, I don't really want to take any more damage than I have to here. And, yeah, what the heck? I'll start attacking with this Tireless Tracker. We do have to win eventually. Okay. Wow, that was a good Casualties of War. That really dug us out of that, that sticky situation there. What could our opponent have that we would be scared of at this point? There's not too much that could really pull them back in. Like a Parallax Wave could just win them the game on the spot, maybe. They could just like Parallax Wave, exile our team, attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would do it. I think that's the only thing I'm really scared of here. Blade Splicer. Yeah, not scared of that one. You have to keep an eye on my cards left in my deck here. Yep. Kithkin. Sure. Yeah, Figure of Destiny. Well, they're probably not going to be able to level it up all the way because I'm going to start blowing up their lands in a second here, so they'll be able to get it to level 2, and I'll start holding back this Tireless Tracker to block. It's possible they could just, like, deal with all of our threats, and, like, they've hit most of our, like, big cards. I guess we still have a Sun Titan. Yeah. Alright, so let's go start with a Lotus Cobra here. Play out a Crucible. And let's start strip mining them. Strip mine. Yep. Make, I don't know, a green, sure. Investigate, gain a life. Strip mine, blow up a land. Go ahead and crack a clue. Draw a card. Always yield. Okay. Shriekmaw. Okay. Well, that's kind of a good release valve to have. We don't have anything that we particularly want to Shriekmaw just yet, but it's nice to know that we have the access, have the ability to do that. Yeah, once we get Sun Titan going, that'll be really strong, because then we can start strip mining them twice a turn. And then they're not even really treading water on mana, they're actively sinking. And how much power and toughness can they field right now? They got enough to take down my tireless tracker, so I'm not gonna send in the tracker just yet. Probably. Well, I guess if I get in with a tracker, then it'll clear the way for my Sun Titan when I have that. Actually, if I blow up the figure with the Shriekmaw, then I think I'm in okay shape. Alright, let's put a charge counter here. And we'll go ahead and crack a clue. We're not quite in danger of decking yet. We're like getting there, but not quite there yet. Like, I think I'm done cracking clues now. Unless there's a Sun Titan on top. Oh, there's a Sun Titan on top. Well, let's do that. Okay, I'm just gonna always yield. I'll make, I don't know, black mana. What are they doing here? Leveling up their figure, sure. Sure, I'll make black mana. Always yield. Always yield. Okay. So, I think I want to start with a Shriekmaw here. I think I'm gonna pass on the Sun Titaning just yet. I don't even know if I can, actually. Yeah, I can't this turn anyways, so. I'll just start attacking him with my Tireless Tracker, and next turn will be the turn I start Sun Titaning. Because Shriekmaw getting the Figure of Destiny off the board allows my Tireless Tracker to have good attacks. Because now they can do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or something, but then I'm like trading for their whole board, which I'm not too upset about. Yep, we'll just pass. Our opponent's at 5, so they're in a bit of a tight spot. Bit of a tight spot here. Uh-oh. Revelark. Okay. Looks like they hardcast a Revelark. That does a lot of damage. Is that going to be able to kill me? Probably not. Because we're gaining life off the Courser of the Kruphix, and we're going to start gaining even more life with the Sun Titan. Okay. Like white mana. Go white. 1, 2, 1. I don't know, red, whatever. Strip mine. Use the ability. Make, I don't know, black mana, whatever. Strip mine. Blow up your land. Play strip mine again. I'm gaining 2 life a turn, which seems pretty good. Say okay. So I can't attack with the Shriekmaw just yet because they have the Golem that's an artifact. It will still attack with the Tireless Tracker. What could they get back with this Revelark? Figure of Destiny. That's okay. They can get back a Figure of Destiny. So they gotta block or they're dead. Okay. That makes it so my Shriekmaw now at least trades with the Golem. Although they'll probably plan on, like, blocking with Revelark to get back the Blade Splicer. It's going to be pretty close, actually. I think I'm going to stop charging up the Relic just because it's just a pain. I'm not really going to spend the mana anyways. Like, I'm not choked on mana. And it just eats up my clock. And in case this goes to game 3, I will have wanted the clock a lot more than I'll want the random, like, extra mana that I might have. Okay. Knight of the Reliquary. It's a big threat. Alright, let's strip mine them. I don't know, green, whatever. Blow that up. Say okay. Get in with the Tracker, the Shriekmaw, and the Sun Titan, I think. Courser just runs into Revelark. Yeah, I'll just do those 3. And I'll get back the Strip Mine again. Yes, I'll use the ability. Yeah. So another interesting thing to note here, my opponent might block with this Relic Warder to give us back our Mana Crypt, and then they could, like, block with the Relic Warder and then get it back with Revelark and nab our Crucible of Worlds. Which can stop our Strip Mine train here. Trading with the Sun Titan? Okay, yep. And then they'll probably block the Relic Warder on the Tireless Tracker, I would guess. Yeah. Okay. I guess I could have just... Oh, here we go. So, there's, like, some consideration to just, like, not killing the Revelark. I don't think I like that, though, because then the Revelark just blocks me next turn. So, we might as well get it going, like... Get this out of the way while we can here. What? What do they block on the... Oh, they put the Recruiter of the Guard. Okay, so they can use the Recruiter if they want to get that. So they're probably going to get back Recruit... Oh, interesting. They didn't get back the Blade Splicer. That's surprising to me. That's the... Like, that gets them 2 bodies. Okay. We have 3 cards in our deck. I mean, it's not a given that we're winning this game. We could just mill out here. We're finding a Student of Warfare. Okay. Alright, I think at this point, I might start just attacking with everything. Well, I'm not quite at that point yet. Because they still have enough things that can just, like, eat my 1-power things, and they're not, like... Maybe next turn that would be good. We'll have to see how things play out. I think I will start attacking with my Courser of Kruphix, though. We don't have good blocks on that one. Okay. Go to combat. Bop, bop, bop. Yeah, just like that's good, I think. Two cards in our deck. Uh-oh, they disconnected. Okay. Well, I'll cut the video here, and then if they reconnect, I will, I'll come back. But I'm not going to make y'all sit around and wait while my opponent is, troubleshooting internet stuff here. Okay, so our opponent came back, and declared no blocks, so we won. All right. On to round 3. Here we are for round 3 with our Strip Mine Crucible of Worlds deck, and this hand seems quite good, quite good. Couple of mana dorks. We can ramp into Oracle here. Knight of the Reliquary will probably end up finding us a Strip Mine, which is always nice. So if we're able to find a Crucible of Worlds, this hand can get pretty explosive. Search for Tomorrow, okay. Oh, there's the Crucible. Okay. So, how do I want to play this? Probably, I want to, oh, I guess I probably didn't need to use the elf because I was, well, that's fine. I missed a point of damage there. Forgot that that I had enough mana to, cast the things I wanted to cast without that Arbor Elf, but no biggie. So, what order do I want to do this in? I probably want to lead with Oracle of Moldiah, honestly. So, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana this turn. Okay, maybe I want to lead on Knight of the Reliquary and Crucible then. Because that allows me to... Alright, I'm going to play... which one do I want to resolve more? I kind of want to resolve the Crucible more, and this way it also plays around Spell Pierce. So normally I would try to be rushing Oracle into play as fast as possible, but this, right now, because I have Crucible and Knight, I really want to get my land destruction plan going. So I'm going to find, probably just like a Badlands with the Knight of the Reliquary. Or sorry, with the I guess Prismatic Vista can't find that. I guess I'll just grab a Swamp then. Yeah, that's fine. The Knight is going to find us a Strip Mine next turn if it resolves and is still on the battlefield. Okay. Alright. Feeling pretty good. Okay, Brazen Borrower, sure. Yep. I mean, we're still in a really good shape here, though, because we can Oracle next turn, and play Prismatic Vista twice. So next turn we can Oracle plus Knight. Courser of Kruphix, okay. Yep. Not too concerned about that. Once we have our combo assembled, we're going to be killing lands faster than they can play them. Okay, so let's lead... let's lead on our Oracle here. I guess I'll play the Plains because it doesn't take a life to do so. It's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of another. Oh wow, Elder Gargaroth would actually be a really nice draw. So I'll play the Vista, but I won't crack it just yet. Because I kind of want to draw this Elder Gargaroth next turn. And yeah, we're in a really good spot. So next turn, if they're not able to disrupt us at all, we're going to be able to strip mine them twice because we can go, or 3 times? So we can go get a, dang. Okay. The Oracle's good. That's going to be difficult. I still think we're in okay position because we're still going to be strip mining them every turn. Okay, now we're in a bad spot. Now we're in a bad spot because they're going to get our... What's our biggest thing? Elder Gargaroth. Sun Titan. They might get our Sun Titan. Yeah. Opponent had a little bit too much interaction. If we had been able to get the land destruction just like a turn earlier, I think we would have been golden this game, but... Didn't quite assemble the combo early enough. Okay, so they chose the Elder Gargaroth. I mean, we're not out of it yet. There are still a number of cards we could draw that could really turn this game around for us. Okay, here I'll sack the land. Go get a Plains just to grow my Knight so that I can block here. Okay. Solemn. Does Solemn do anything for me? Not really. Yeah, let's go ahead and start strip mining. I'm going to try to take my opponent off of blue mana. Okay. I mean, we're not out of this just yet. We're not in a great spot. Anytime your opponent gets to attack you with an Elder Gargaroth, it doesn't feel good, but... We do have the Crucible Strip Mine combo, and our opponent doesn't have any blue. I might quad block this Courser. Like, these elves aren't really doing a ton for me right now. Honestly, I don't hate that. Like, these elves are just not doing anything for me at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. And this way, if I'm able to get that, the Oracle off the battlefield or blow up the Treachery, they can stop playing lands from the top there. Okay, Excavator, not ideal. Blow that up. Guess I'll play the excavator. Okay. And they can't really attack with the Elder Gargaroth now, because if they do, I can sacrifice a forest to go get a fetch land, and then fetch, and my... So I block, and then sack a forest, go get a fetch land, and my knight is a 7/7. Okay. So this is going to work out well for me if my opponent doesn't have any interaction. Go to blocks. Block there. Okay. I'm going to sack a forest. So this puts one more land in my graveyard. So now it's a 6/6. And I'm going to get a Wooded Foothills and then go find a Badlands, I think. Okay. Alright. And we've more or less stabilized now. I mean, our opponent still has an Oracle in play, so they're getting some card advantage. But we have a Crucible, so we're strip mining them every turn. So the Elder's kind of annoying because they can use that to go get some more lands. We do still need to draw something here. We're not really, like, out of the woods just yet. Blooming Marsh. Yikes. That was not the thing I was hoping to draw. Okay, well, I'll still just strip mine my opponent's blue. Eventually, they'll run out of blue sources. I don't think I want to attack because they're probably just going to set... Well, let's go to combat and see if they sack this Yapamaya Elder. Yeah, okay. Maybe I guess I do attack now then. I think that's more valuable than finding a random land. And I guess I'll get in with my Solemn as well. I want to leave back my Excavator to block. Okay. So, would love to draw Sun Titan here. I forget, do we have a Rex Sage in this deck? That would be good. Urza. Yeah, I mean, Urza plus Winter Orb is nice. That's a little combo they got there. But joke's on them. We don't have any... don't have anything we want to cast. Eventually, my opponent will run out of, like, islands in their deck. At some point. Okay. Huh. So that shrinks my knight, and it shuffled back in my Signet. Doesn't seem great for my opponent. They must not have many high-value targets to get, I would guess. Because I can still just, like, find the strip mine with the knight. And do I do that now? Probably. That way they can't play Brazen Borrower. Dying in the air seems like a very real way I could lose this game. Let's sack a Plains to go get our strip mine. And I'll strip mine their island. And then I'll play the strip mine And strip mine their island again. I guess they do still have Urza. Maybe I should start cutting them off of green. Because they have Urza. Well, they do have 2 green signets. I don't think I'm going to be able to cut them off of any colors, really. Not loving my position here. Opponents just had our Oracle in play for so many turns. They're going to be able to start hitting us with this Brazen Borrower soon. No attacks. I mean, Knight is pretty good against the Urza combo. Because I can, like, sacrifice a land that is not untapping and go get an untapped thing. Nissa, okay. Well, that shuffles away the Woodfall Primus, so that's good. Okay. Yeah, Elvish Mystic on top. I like that. So we know that they have... I don't think these lands are current. We know they have the Winter Orb and Jace, right? Okay, so their last card, I think, is Winter Orb. Oh, Jace is going to be good, because Jace can flashback Bribery, I think? Oof. Yikes, they've got a lot of threats, and we just do not have a lot of answers right now. Face Fetters on the Urza would be helpful, because then they couldn't, Maybe I'd hit the Jace with that? I don't know. Face Fetters on the Urza would cut them off of blue. But then they could just, like, flip Jace minus to Primal Command and get rid of my... Face Fetters. Drawing all lands is not good. That's not really where I want to be here. Guess we'll strip mine the Academy Ruins. My opponent probably has some kind of, like, Mindslaver combo, so I'll try to cut him off of that, I guess. I guess I pass? Attack with the Knight, but that doesn't seem great. I guess I'll just, like, use the Knight to thin my deck and grow her. Brazen Borrower, yeah. Yeah, we need something really good really quickly here. We could draw our own Elder Gargaroth. That would be pretty good. Except our opponent is probably about to take our Elder Gargaroth again by flashing back with the Jace here. Gosh, if we had just gotten in under this Treachery, I think that was the real turning point of the game, was when my opponent was able to Treachery our Oracle. If we had been able to cut off our opponent's blue mana before they could do that, we would have been in much better shape here. Okay, they're shrinking our Knight. I'm fine with that. Grim Monolith. Do they not have a Winter Orb? What happened to the Winter Orb? Huh. Alright, well, I'll go to end step. Go ahead and sack a Plains to go get a Godless Shrine, I guess. Tapped. And maybe I should have gotten a Wooded Foothills. I don't know. Yeah, I think my opponent's got this one. Let's go to game 2. So, taking a look at the board, kind of a mental snapshot. A lot of artifacts and enchantments. Few high-value 5-mana plays with Bribery, Treachery, Primal Command, Jace the Mind Sculptor. Okay. So, let's see. Linvala is not great. I mean, it shuts off Baby Jace, but that's not that good. Flicker Wisp seems pretty good because it gets back my Bribery things or my Treachery things, so I'm definitely going to bring in that one. Path to Exile seems helpful to have a way of dealing with stuff. Am I just like bringing in a bunch of answers here? So, what seems less good? I guess I can leave out Path. I already have the Swords to Plowshare and the Shriekmaw and Faith's Fetters and Casualties. And Path helps ramp them to their really powerful plays, so could consider this Maelstrom Pulse. Maybe I play Maelstrom Pulse over Shriekmaw because Pulse can hit the Treachery, which is pretty important. Gosh, I have so many 3s. I could consider, like, taking out the Golos. It's an option. Like, we're not activating it very often. And a 5-mana way of finding Strip Mine, and it puts it in tapped, is just not that great. Okay, so if I take out Golos, does that change my mana choices at all? So there's some consideration to the Badlands, although that still does get fetched by the Arid Mesa and Wooded Foothills. That a basic swamp wouldn't, so I think I run it like that. Okay, this hand seems pretty good. This Prismatic Vista is in a little bit of an awkward spot, just because I don't know if I'm going to want to get black or white. It'll depend on what I draw, what they draw, so I'm going to hold off on that for now. Do I just want to Swords that? I kind of do. I think I just want to hurt my opponent's acceleration here. Like, I don't want them to be able to speed out all these powerful cards. Okay, Temple Garden is nice because that means my Vista can now safely get black. I don't know, maybe that was greedy swordsing the elf. Like, maybe I should have just planned on saving the swords for the targets I actually care about rather than hitting the elf. And here I've got the same question with the Maelstrom Pulse. Screw it, I'm committed. We're gonna attack their mana. This is a land destruction deck, dang it. We're gonna destroy some mana. I guess we haven't destroyed a land yet this game, but Courser. That's bad. Okay. Alright, Catacombs. So I guess I want to thin and get a land in my graveyard. I'm going to do a Vista because I might want to find the Godless Shrine with the Catacombs. I think here I'll just grab a Swamp to give me double black. And here I will grab probably just a plains. No, I'm going to grab a forest because if I draw a courser, I will have wanted a forest that, like, I will have wanted to already had a forest in play. So that I could play lands off the top if I hit them. So we're accelerating very quickly, just kind of into nothing here. Would love to just hit like an Elder Gargaroth or something. I don't think I block. There's like some consideration to it just because I kind of do want a to draw a card, but I would be giving up a land because I'm going to Flicker Wisp my Solemn next turn. Okay. So let's Flicker the Solemn. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I'm questioning how I've played this game. Like, if I had committed to a slower game plan, I could have still had the swords and the pulse and saved the Flicker Wisp for something else, but I kind of decided that I wanted to play aggressively here. My draws have just not helped out with that. Just hit too many lands. Okay, opponent just passing. Tireless Tracker, that's a nice one. Alright, I like to see that. So let's start with our Tireless Tracker. Play a fetch land. Investigate. Crack a clue. See what we draw. Oof. I guess fetch. Go get a Godless Shrine tapped. Investigate again. Think I just get in with the Flicker Wisp. Some consideration again to the Solemn attacking just to get me a card deeper. You know, I think I might just do that at this point. Tireless Tracker is going to be drawing a bunch of cards. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Like, I'm not going to run out of gas anytime soon now that I have this Tireless Tracker. Especially with a fetch land in my hand. Oh, so this is convenient for us. This means the card's getting shuffled away. Which, I like that. Ooh, I like that less. I do not like them drawing an Urza so much. That's not as good. Uh-oh. What's happening? I'm scared. Treachery. Alright, well. Okay. I won't crack the clue then, because I don't want them to get the +1/+1 counter. Gosh, Treachery's good. Yeah, and here's where I'm wishing, like, if I had saved my Flicker Wisp, I could have flickered the Tireless Tracker in response to that. So if I had played this game a little bit more patiently, I might have had better odds. I'm going to crack the clue here because I might draw my Gargaroth. Face Fetters. Okay, well, that's not terrible. So now I can Face Fetters whatever they Gargaroth or Sun Titan or whatever they're getting here. Although, I do know that they have a Force of Negation and a blue card in their hand, so they'll probably end up doing that. Courser of Kruphix. Okay, well, let's lead on the Courser, see what we find there. Mana Crypt, don't like that, so I think I'm going to Arid Mesa to shuffle away the Mana Crypt, because that's just not good for me. Oh, and I'm out of hits. Okay, good to know. Well, Forest, that's also not good for me, especially since I've played a land. I will face Fetters the Gargaroth. And we'll get in there with the Flicker Wisp, I guess. Yeah, so the reason that I chose to play this game really aggressively, well, A, for the memes, and B, because I was worried, like, I was thinking if I could cut my opponent off from their mana ramp, like, if I could stop them from being able to do their powerful things and kind of go under them, my deck, like, could have a little bit more time to get its legs under it, and that could be strong. This is bad. Guess I just attack with the Flicker Wisp. Sure, play a land. We don't even really have any draws that are, like, that would get us back into this game at this point. Like, Sun Titan, I guess, would be pretty good, but even then, like, they have a Cryptic Command. So, it feels like we're probably gonna lose this game. Yeah, wishing I had played it more patiently with the Flicker Wisp, the Maelstrom Pulse, and the Swords to Plowshares. But you learn, you live and learn. This is you know, every mistake is an opportunity for growth, right? Ooh, are they making me shuffle my graveyard into my library? That's actually very good for me. Well, what I drew is less good. I think I'll block with the Solemn to get the Arid Mesa off the top. Okay. Well, it's not going to matter. They got it anyways, so... I mean, they've got a Gargaroth, they've got Cryptic Command up. Like, we're not even going to be able to resolve this Sun Titan. They can see it coming. So, alright. I'm just going to give it to them here. They got this one. Well, thanks for joining me. Been having a lot of fun with the Vintage Cube, and I love blowing up lands. Love the Strip Mine, living the dream with Strip Mine. So, even though I didn't quite clench the 3-0, I still had a lot of fun. And thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time for some more Vintage Cubes.